He's down the bottom there. Awesome. Cool. We're gonna go in a game, guys. This is game one. Andy versus Retro, the foam cop. We'll see how it goes.
Here we go.
Hopefully we don't have a friends list glitch. Yes! Oh, we're in! So we're gonna see Hunter versus Warlock. Talk me through this, Taipan.
Hunter versus Warlock. Well, depending on what sort of Warlock it is, if it's Zoo, it's about 50-50, but if it's Handlock, the Hunt has a slight edge, just because it's really good at being aggro phase and having a whole bunch of burst damage on one turn.
But it looks like because it looks like we are going to see the Handlock. I'd imagine seeing a Twilight Drake and a heal bot. Although we do see Black Knight. That's not really going to unless Retro is playing a King of Beasts. Probably not the greatest card. And we do see him mulligan it because of that. I'll flip the cards in a bit, guys. We're just gonna
I can
make sure we don't miss
both
the
hands.
moments. Sweet. So although Andy has started out with a couple of good answers for Hunter, like we got the Dark Bomb, we got the nice Ironbeak Owl, you know, Ancient Watcher and a Taunt's all good. Or we could even see him combine that with a Sun Fury Protector. So either way, strong turns. It probably misses that Twilight Drake, but I mean he's got a couple of really strong turns. The Hunter, he can Mad Scientist here. Ooh. But again, you know, Mad Scientists against the Handlock can have the effect of sending giants and things back to hand, which can be pretty crippling. So.
I wonder what sort of secrets the Hunter is using. If he's using Snake Trap or double freezing or double explosive.
Taipan, it's in the name. It's a secret, okay? It's a secret. Didn't you know? That's the point of secrets. They don't tell us what the secrets do. What would you say about silencing instead of taunting here?
What turn are we on? Because I think mine's just frozen.
Ryan, it's still on turn 2, just waiting for Andy to select what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I'm still on turn 1 and nothing's happened, so...
I might want to rejoin. I'll keep casting. Looks like we're seeing the Handlock in a bit of deliberation. He does choose to silence the Mad Scientist. Whoa, that's big.
Yeah, you want to deny the death rattle. I'd rather silence the Scientist than the Watcher.
Yeah, well...
You can just trade into the Scientist on the next turn, or he's going to make the trade for you.
What I mean, the point that you're going to miss is if you silence the Watcher, you get you actually get a better board than you would have created for yourself. He did that anyway as well. And if you do get a secret out, you can then just have the Watcher take the damage, and it's like no biggie.
I wouldn't say it's a better board doing it that way, because the Hunter still gets the secret. So,
yeah, but then it's wasted on the Watcher.
No, well you can Sun Fury the Watcher.
Yeah, but is that the time? I mean, are you looking? Do you need a taunt this early against the Hunter?
It was okay to silence the Mad Scientist because he had 2 hours, but even if he had 1, you would still silence the Scientist over the Watcher.
I don't know.
Every day.
That's just, you know, that's your opinion. But I'm just putting out a different line of play there. We do see you did see him use tracking. The Hunter used tracking a little while, and he does get the hopper. Choosing go face here, but I've always had a problem with tracking. It's a good card to me. Like it used to be, you know, when Hunters played that massive, here I am, I'm gonna draw like 1,000,000 cards, outy doody type combo. You know, it kind of fitted. But now, I mean, are you really looking to get rid of 2 cards to draw a card? I never felt good doing that to me.
Well, one of Reynard's favorite cards is tracking.
Well,
he loves that card to death. It's his favorite card in Hunter. So.
I don't think the Reynard seal approval is maybe the one we're going for. We do see him get down a nice timely Savannah High main. Timely. He is kind of running out of stuff. You know, of course the web spinner is going to get him a card, and the Houndmaster is going to get him a nice taunt. But this is when the Warlock is just like, you know, taking names and dropping giants. Like I don't want to be. I don't want to be on 2 cards coming into turn 6 or 7 against the Hunter.
The only play for Warlock is he has to siphon the Savannah. Everyone knows the Maz rule. If the Savannah hits you in the face, you automatically lose the game.
I'm out of the loop on that one. I heard Sean talk about it on stream the other day, but
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. I mean, I don't question these sort of like abject things that streamers decree. So probably gonna see Houndmaster here. Houndmaster, one of those cards that's been kind of in and out and in and out and in and out. I mean, it's a sick card. Like it's a 6/5 essentially. 6/5? No. 6/4. 6/5, right? Yeah, it's a 6/5. But you know, depending on how many beasts a hunter's running, it can be, you know, good and bad. And it depends on what the board state is. Are we looking for Dr. Boom here? Is it Dr. Boom? That's what's happening? Or are we gonna see tap Giant? No, he can't even do that. He could like Sun Fury tap and then still be able to Dark Bomb once for stuff.
It has to be a giant here because the longer you wait, the more expensive it gets. And if you don't play the giant now, then it's going to be too expensive.
I don't know. I felt like any of those plays is bad, but on that logic, I would have played the Dr. Boom. Like, you'd rather have two dead cards in hand, than a crappy board against Hunter, I think. But here we are. He went with the Dark Bomb tap Sun Fury play, so we'll see how that plays out for him. But again, I mean, the Hunter's got like 1-drops. You know, I did draw a pretty good answer with the Arcane Shot, letting him take out the Ancient Watcher pretty handily. But I mean, 1-drops, like surprising.
If the Warrior
Yep.
played the giant and held on to the Sun Fury, he could have played Sun Fury this turn and got 2 taunts.
That's true. Although he could have done the same thing with Dr. Boom. So
yeah, but the boom bots would have been in the way, so he couldn't have taunted the Ancient Watcher.
yeah, but no, he would have attacked him with the boom bot though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I mean,
that works.
This still feels good. Like we're always talking about Hunter in terms of surprising as well. Before he chose to just Web Spinner and not Undertaker Web Spinner. But anyway, we're always talking about Hunter in terms of like something that can. Okay, choosing to get another Web Spinner. 3 Web Spinner. Oh. What? 4. He can do it. I believe. They're actually pretty sick. That makes the Web Spinner do 3 damage. Yeah, do 3 damage, summon 3 minions. That's pretty sick. But yeah, wow, we don't see that much. There might have... I guess he doesn't want to Jiraxis until next turn. That's going to be a strong Jiraxis, though, when it comes down.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to see him...
Did he get a second Web Spinner from the first one?
He got 3. He got 3 out of all that. Oh, he says... That's not the attitude that makes a good VOD type N. That was some rando Calrissian type shiz. Surely we're Jiraxising here.
You faced Jiraxis.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a pity he's not going to have the ability to tap into more cards for what is 3 rather card dependent cards in his hand, but we'll see how it plays out. Ooh.
I would hit it with the weapon.
You definitely don't want that thing, because you can imagine how much damage just a Savannah and whatever these 2 nasty cards in the Hunter's hand can do. You'd be scared.
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
Man, yeah, another heal bot here in a couple of turns. That's gonna really lock the what is now Jiraxis, obviously, out of this game. Oh, the Hunter rather. It's gonna really lock the Hunter out of. But again, we do see he's choosing here to play the Mountain Giant. I'm presuming he's gonna Sun Fury. Are you attacking in with Dr. Boom? Like, are we missing out on the 7 damage just to make your Boom bot trade a bit better? What do you think about that?
No, you just go face. Just go for lethal. And ignore the 2 Undertakers. They can't do anything.
Oh yeah.
Even if he top decks like Unleash the Hounds, he still has no way of lethal.
Wait,
and
is that...
BN.
Yeah, I think this is actually game 1. Gonna go to Retro on the Hunter. Because he can... Oh no, he can clear the Dr. Boom pretty handily. Damn Undertakers. Be undertaken. But still, what's it gonna take to win the game? So he's got... No, it's still lethal. Yeah, because he's got the hero attack. Yeah, it's game. So yeah, game one's gonna go to Retro. Well played. Well played, Rudy.
He could mortal coil his own Boombot for BM.
He could. the 1 in 4 chance. Well, the 1 in 4. It's like 1 in 8 after everything goes through. But yeah, game one going to Retro. Here, taking out Andeh with his Hunter. Sick plays. Sick plays. What do you think Andeh's gonna play into this then?
Andeh won, so Retro's got his
No. Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, yeah. Oh, my mistake.
yeah, that's
What's Retro playing into Andeh's handlock?
I'm just trying to. I can't remember his decks.
He's got Warlock. He's got Warlock and Priest left. Looks like they have gone in a game very quickly there. So it seems like Retro had the answer. You're a bit slow on the upkeep, but I'm gonna see the Warlock mirror.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to pick a Priest against a Warlock, a handlock actually, because Priest's biggest weakness is handlock.
Okay. Just getting I'm gonna get the opponent's hands flipped, guys. Just give me 2 seconds. So yeah, type that you want to cast. Just
yeah, the Priest only has 2 Shadow Word deaths, and most handlocks have either 4 or more minions that have 8 attack, like Double Molten, Double Mountain, Ragnaros, even Dr. Boom. So there's 6 targets right there for Shadow Word death, and the Priest can only deal with 2 of them. So it's really difficult for a Priest to playing against a handlock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I generally have pretty good luck beating handlocks. That's just me though. I'm not the pedigree player. Oh, good guys. So yeah. So it looks like we did see in this case Retro has gone for the Silence Ancient Watcher, and he does run a pretty good play of maybe Defender of Argus. Like, okay, yeah, type N. You seem to play a lot more handlock than me. Are you trying to get rid of your Defender of Arguses early, or are we using them to buff up Shadow Flames, or like in this case, are we playing Sun Fury or Defender?
No, you would actually play Sludge Belcher on turn 5.
It's turn 4 for Retro. Turn 4 for Retro. Sorry, I'm talking about our Retro's hand. My mistake.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about yeah.
Okay.
No, because you want to hold on to the Defender for, like you said, Shadow Flame, and also when Molten Giants are cheap, you'd want to hold on to them so you can play them at the same time.
Oh yeah. No, I dig. Yeah, I definitely, obviously, you'd probably prefer the Sun Fury just because the card draw. So it mustn't feel. It never. Watching this sort of play, it never feels good when somebody leaves a giant on the board for a turn, because that generally means that stuff's gonna get real. Like in terms of like, I mean, we're gonna see probably go face here. Oh no, he's got to trade. He has to trade.
Retro could have attacked with the mountain and then Shadow Flamed it to kill both the Drake and the Molten to clear the board.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of life tapping and playing Defender.
Alright, well wait, would you see him use the Dark Bomb a little bit effectively? He's holding on to... Well actually, and he doesn't have a Shadow Flame in hand, so... Maybe see... Possibly... We could see... Jeez, now the tables are kind of turned. Twilight Drake feels bad, but see, this is again like if he'd held onto the Sun Fury, he could be looking at Twilight Drake taunt here, which would give him a 4-7. So it'd give him like a 4-8, but it still wouldn't survive. It still wouldn't survive the attack from the Mountain Giant.
Yeah, he had to kill both the Molten and the Twilight Drake on his last turn.
Yeah.
Flame.
Okay, well, again, hindsight is 2020, but we'll see how it plays out for these two. Just once again, game one did go to Andeh with this very Warlock against Retro's Hunter. It just kind of ran out of steam, the Hunter. But
He could have owled the. He could have gone like Mountain Giant and then owl the taunt and then hit face for 9.
he wouldn't have had enough mana if I'm, because he only had 6.
On Andy's turn, he had 7 mana, and the owl and the giant is 7 mana.
Oh, okay, yeah, oh, yeah, okay.
So many.
Might have been the better play. Although we're still not seeing Retro drawing any answers for any of the giants that come down. You can have as many Jiraxes as you want in hand, but if there's 16 points worth of giant on the board, then yeah, you're in trouble. Hey, he does choose here to take out the Zombie Chow to get the extra 5 health, and particularly he took it out with the Mortal Coil, so draw a card, get 5 health. That's pretty good. Okay,
My game keeps freezing. I don't know why.
Alright, that's good. It happened to me all last night. But yeah, we do see Andeh play the Black Knight, so as much as I was ragging on it before against the Hunter, it turned out pretty well here. I'm probably looking to see him trade and then get another easy 8 damage. Maybe even see him taunt the Black Knight and non-damage giant. Just, okay, choosing here instead to trade in both giants and... Okay, he's going for the tap. That's good. That makes the next giant a lot easier to play, and it's going to make his Twilight Drake a lot bigger. He's probably not super worried about dying in the next turn, which I think he's totally correct in. And I guess he doesn't want to put Retro in the line for Shadow Flame Molten, which would be no fun. Retro does, however, have... He may go for the Lotheb Farseer play. It feels bad, but... It just feels bad. It does. The Lotheb does actually answer to pretty much everything on the board here. Oh. So in hand, just...
Did Retro play a heal bot? Is that how he got 25?
No, he played the Farseer. He heal botted a fair while ago. So yeah, we do see a free Molten Giant come out from... Well, I assume it's going to come out from Andeh. Is there ever a reason to hold on to your Mountain Giants? I mean, maybe he's a little bit scared of...
Yeah, for Shadow Flame, it's an easy 4 mana Shadow Flame combo.
Yeah, but also he could be scared of the mind control bro. So it's just without it, he's not gonna have lethal the next turn. That's right, Gul'dan. Oh, maybe it's a Jiraxis. I mean, are you really scared? A Jiraxis here with a full hand. Probably free Mountain Giant Jiraxis, like... That's pretty scary. Particularly now that, instead...
I'd actually play, yeah, Jiraxis here.
I don't know, it just does a similar thing. Like, we're gonna see... He gets a heal. It still pretty heavily plays around the Shadow Flame, and... If you want, you can all in the Molten, but I don't imagine he would, trading his other Mountain Giant in. Oh dear, dear. So there is lethal by a fair margin here.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, it's still lethal. I would have needed to see maybe Siphon Soul or something, but yeah, we're gonna see. Looks like we're gonna see game 2 go to Andeh with his Warlock. Well, once again, going to Andeh with his Warlock, taking out Retro's Warlock. So, well played to Andeh. I hope I'm saying that right.
If one of the players drew into their big game Hunter, it would have completely changed the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It made such a huge difference. Like he would have been able to, if even with Retro behind as far as he was, if he drew into that big game Hunter, he could have like made a big comeback.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, even talking about I was reading a thing about people playing just the Brewmaster instead of the double BGH, just so they can... Yeah, it helps the BGH in those matchups, but it also helps things like playing just one heal bot and such. So anyway, we do see the Priest Warlock matchup. This could end up being a clean sweep for Andeh if he plays this right. But obviously Retro starting off with choosing to mulligan.
That was a huge mistake. He should have
Oh,
kept the big hand.
dear. I don't know when you're even the Sylvanas Sylvanas BGH.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's looking to
That's
set
just
up
great. He should have kept both those.
because he's got the Death Lords here. Faceless is all right, but I guess he was looking for a bit more of an aggro deck. But anyway, we'll see how this plays out. If it was personally, I would have kept the BGH against Handlock. But obviously, Sharon choosing here to get the Death Lord out. We may see a nice combo of Death Lord, Power Word, Shield into Dark Cultist, and then a Silence at some stage, I suppose. I can't imagine you ever really want to give a Warlock, drag a Warlock's minion out. Although you could get a Twilight Drake and deal with it, or dragging Jiraxis out could be pretty big, but on turn 4, having a 3/15 on the board, maybe not the best thing. Let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, but when you're playing as Handlock and you get Jiraxis put out of your deck or from Void Caller, like from your hand, it's the worst feeling.
Oh well, what's a better feeling as a priest is stealing the Jiraxis and the Black Knight.
Yeah.
Choosing it a double Dark Bomb. I mean that Deathlord has done some sick value, and yeah, it drags out the heal bot. It ends up playing out really nicely for Andy, for Retro rather. Jeez, probably gonna see. I'd imagine we'll see Shadow Madness, or no, that wouldn't clear.
No.
But she wishes that Twilight Drake had one less health.
The damned stand ready.
Maybe we can see the.
He can Shadow Word Pain it.
Is there anything else you want to Shadow Word Pain? No, not really. Maybe a Boom Bot.
Yeah. A Sludge Belcher.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Although he does have the Black Knight in hand, and he may want to Shadow Madness that instead. Still doesn't feel good. But again, this does kind of set up for a Holy Nova play, kind of. And he may make the mistake of healing, well, rather taunting the Drake. But even then, a taunted Drake, you're still saving the Black Knight for something bigger. Interesting line of play. So again, in the Warlock's hand, for those who can't see, we got the Molten Giant, Zombie Chow, Sludge, Argus, Molten, Ancient Watcher, Shadow Flame, Mountain, and that's it. That's it. Okay, it looks like Andy. Yep.
I like how Andy held on to the Ancient Watcher, so his mountains are cheaper.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if you're not facing down any damage at the moment. Why? Although this play seems no, he's still on 30 health. It seems alright. Oftentimes it can feel a bit weak to drop the Zombie Chow later, so I can understand the logic here. We may see Retro choose to drop his second Deathlord here. Just imagine maybe. Yep.
I don't see any logic with Retro picking double Deathlords in Priest.
It's particularly on the early turns. If you can be drawing out rather big threats, or particularly combo pieces in Grommash and things like that, and then dealing with them the turn they come out, that's something that priests can be pretty good at. Choosing it to trade in and then heal the Warlock. Okay, I might have just been looking to lose the slime, but yeah, let's see how that plays. But yeah, I don't know. I think Deathlords are alright. Although if it gets a rag here, then pick me up and paint me purple. Oh no, it's done work. Again, generally, Priest is a bit of a reactive class, and Deathlords aren't. I wouldn't call them a reactive card. They're kind of a you have to react to this card that I'm gonna play, and if you don't, then I'm just gonna not take any damage, which is awesome. And if you silence, it feels bad. A lot of the traditional answers just don't follow the same logic that you would normally, say, deal with a Cable, or say dealing with a Dark Cultist, for instance. Like, it's just a totally different mindset when you're going for the Deathlords. Because obviously, you don't want to see Jiraxis get ripped out of you. You don't want to see a Harrison hit the board. But at the same time, things like Rag and things like Ysera can end games that come out of those things. But in this case, we did see a Zombie Chow and the Heal Bot come out, which is particularly the first one. That's a card that Warlock can often be missing. Again, he gets healed up here, so that's a total of 10 health he's got from these Zombie Chows. His own Zombie Chows, actually. Correct ordering, of course, making sure that the Dark Cultist wasn't able to buff the other minion. Ooh. Oh, maybe.
Draxus?
I feel it. I feel it. I like it.
No.
I like it. It's although you would lose the game to a lot of stuff. But you know, on the hindsight, Drax is pretty funny. Drax is pretty lousy, so given the opportunity, instantly losing the game versus hilarity. You know, that's a tough choice.
And Andy has a perfect response because he held on to the big game under.
Yeah, I don't think he was holding it off the Faceless Manipulator, but
I've got the beast in my sight.
this doesn't feel good. This is why I think Master Spell would be great. Although that would actually. No, that'd be bad in this case because you'd lose out in 5 healing, and he still wouldn't be able to kill the Drake. Really. What's he hoping for here? A Fell Cannon? A Fell Cannon to kill. Like a Fell Cannon to finish up the Zombie Chow after he. Nah, that doesn't even work. Probably gonna see him holding over here. That does just get him out of lethal. He does have a pretty good line of play if he picks up a North Shear here. He can 1 mana draw 3. Although I don't think you really want to see a priest be healing giants.
He's really close now.
Yeah, but again, I mean the Warlock's hand, it's not meaty. Like I would not call that a meaty hand. It's full of Shadow Flames and Ancient Watches and all sorts of silly business. He does have the Sludge Belcher, but the rest of it's just Shadow Flames. Like, so right now we'd have to see Sludge Belcher
And Hero Power.
Sludge Belcher Hero Power, yeah. Sludge Belcher Hero Power and yeah, can't even kill the giant because there's no taunt. It wouldn't be interesting if you could play minions onto your opponent's side of the board. That'd be kind of cool. You could get like a Sun Fury Black Knight tech, or what else would be fun? Doomsayer? Oh no, Doomsayer is broken. It'd just be like clear the board if you could play it on your opponent's. Oh, taunting the Rag's pretty big.
Well played.
Kalento made a pretty sick play with the Doomsayer and the Sylvanas.
Ooh, wow.
He had the Doomsayer on his side of the board, and his opponent had the Sylvanas. So he made the opponent steal his Doomsayer, so then at the start of the opponent's turn, he killed all of his minions.
Probably like the Kalento fan club. But, and yeah, we'll talk about that a bit later, but we do see Game 3 go to Andy. So, Andy actually picking up the 3-0 win over Retro. Well played, Andy.